join me in welcoming the next President of the United States, Paul Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a race. We've got Paul Ryan now added to the Mitt Romney ticket, and the Democrats are going crazy. I think they're a little bit scared. We're going to be talking a lot about that. Mr. Romney made, I think, a pretty good selection. Now, there's a lot of people who would disagree with me, and I'll hear from them today, I'm sure. Well, you're welcome to call in. But the point of the matter is here, this is perhaps an inevitable choice for Mitt Romney. You had the Obama people, the Democrats, Obama himself, Joe Biden. Oh, gosh, I wish we had a Joey Biden moment today, but we might not have enough audio on Joe. Anyway, they've been all saying, well, the big Ryan budget plan, that was going to be a big issue this year. And they've been beating up on Paul Ryan again and again and again. Well, you know, the basic point here is if you're going to be having to face that issue, and the Ryan budget is going to be a good issue simply because, as Obama said, Ryan is the ideological leader of the Republican Party, this is a case where why not have the guy who wrote the plan not only on the ticket to defend it, but to be able to take the battle to the Democrats. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on Social Security, on Medicare, on Obamacare, all of these big issues on the economic side of the campaign. Who better than Paul Ryan to be on there? He is an ideological leader, just as Obama said. And the one thing that we have not had before today, or before Saturday, when Mitt Romney announced the choice, we really didn't have an ideological race. And if you look at history, ladies and gentlemen, the Republicans win when they have an ideological candidate. And the ideological candidate makes Americans choose a real choice, not just a choice between the lesser of two evils, a choice between one philosophy and another. We've now, very clearly, we've been beaten to death with Obama's philosophy for the past 4 years. We know he's a big government liberal, a spender, someone who is not really connected to American values. Now Paul Ryan is there. And he's going to be able to make arguments, I think, differently and perhaps better than Mitt Romney could have by himself. One of the things that really makes this guy attractive to me is his debate skills. Try to say that fast. The basic point is his debate skills are very, very sharp, and he's not afraid to take people on. I don't know if you remember, but about 2 years ago, it was it was August of 2011. I'm sorry, I've got my dates here. I've got 3 different dates on 3 different pages, Jed. Get yourself organized. The big deal of the Blair House Summit meeting. The Blair House Summit meeting where Obama got a bunch of Republicans together, and he sat there. This is February of 2010. February of 2010, the Blair House Summit on Obamacare. And Obama first, you have to remember, he was sitting there as the chairman of the meeting, the big man who was going to call on these minions who came from the Republican Party. And he was going to say, well, all right, you guys can maybe talk a little bit. And Joe Biden was laughing and poking fun at the Republicans. And Biden was even saying that the Republicans don't have a right to say that they represent Americans, because they don't. Well, this is Paul Ryan. In February 2010, this is the man who can really take it to him. Now, listen to this one clip here. Ryan going right at Obama and right at Biden. Ryan Summit 04, please, guys.
I'll just simply say this, and I respectfully disagree with the Vice President about what the American people are or are not saying, or whether we're qualified to speak on their behalf. So we are all representatives of the American people. We all do town hall meetings. We all talk to our constituents. And I've got to tell you, the American people are engaged. And if you think they want a government takeover of health care, I would respectfully submit you're not listening to them.
And that was Ryan going right at Obama. And he was right. He was perfectly correct then. Obama wasn't listening. He was listening to the people at AARP who wanted to benefit from the Obamacare business. They wanted to talk about, the basic people who were supporting Obamacare, some of the unions, the very most radical liberals. That's all he was listening to. And, there you had a relatively junior congressman. Well, he's been in Congress for 6 or 7 terms, but a relatively junior guy compared to the President of the United States, taking it right to him. I think that's a big strength, and I think Paul Ryan brings that to the ticket.